Hello everyone, I am Mona and I read the Bhagwat Geeta or the Song Divine on this channel. So far we have read till chapter 17. Today we will read chapter 18. So let's begin. Arjun said, those endowed with faith who worship gods and others, disregarding the injunctions of the scriptures, where do they stand? Krishna, in Sattva, Rajas or Tamas? Shri Bhagwan said. That untutored innate faith of men is of three kinds: sattvic, rajasic, and tamasic. Hear of it from me. The faith of all men conforms to their mental disposition, Arjun. Faith constitutes a man. Whatever the nature of his faith, verily he is that. Men of sattvic dispositions worship God. Those of rajasic temperament worship demigods and the demons, while others who are of tamasic dispositions worship the spirits of the dead and the ghosts. Men who practice severe penance of an arbitrary type, not sanctioned by the scriptures, and who are full of hypocrisy and egotism, and are obsessed with desire, attachment, and pride of power, and who emaciate the elements constituting their body as well as me, the Supreme Spirit, dwelling in their heart, know those senseless people to have a demonic disposition. Food also which is agreeable to different men according to their innate disposition is of three kinds, and likewise sacrifice, penance, and charity too are of three kinds. Here their distinctions as follow. Food which promotes longevity, intelligence, vigor, health, happiness, cheerfulness, and which are juicy, succulent, substantial, and naturally agreeable are liked by men of sattvic nature. Foods which are bitter, sour, salty, overhot, pungent, dry, and burning, and which cause suffering, grief, and sickness are dear to the Rajasic. Food which is ill cooked or not fully ripe, insipid, insipid, putrid, stale, and polluted, and which is impure too, is dear to men of tamasic disposition. The sacrifice which is offered as ordained by scriptural injunctions by men who expect no return and who believe that such sacrifices must be performed is sattvic in character. That sacrifice, however, which is offered for the sake of mere show or even with an eye to its fruit, no, it is to be Rajasic, Arjun, a sacrifice which is not in conformity with scriptural injunctions, in which no food is offered and no sacrificial fees are paid, which is without sacred chant of hymns and devoid of faith, is said to be tamasic. Worship of gods, the Brahmanas, one's guru, elders, and great soul, purity, straightforwardness, continence, and non-violence, these are called penance of the body. Words which cause no annoyance to others and are truthful, agreeable, and beneficial, as well as the study of the Vedas and other Shastras and the practice of the chanting of divine name, that is known as the penance of speech. Cheerfulness of mind, placidity, habit of contemplation on God, control of the mind, and perfect purity of inner feelings, all this is called austerity of the mind. These threefold penance, performed with supreme faith by yogis expecting no return, is called sattvic. The austerity which is performed for the sake of renown, honor, or adoration, as well as for any other selfish gain, either in all sincerity or by way of obstinations, and yields an uncertain and momentary fruit, has been spoken of here as Rajasic. Penance which is resorted to out of foolish obstinacy and is accomplished by self-mortification or is intended to harm others, such penance has been declared as tamasic. A gift which is bestowed with a sense of duty on one from whom no return is expected, at appropriate time and place, and to a deserving person, that gift has been declared as sattvic. A gift which is bestowed in an grudging spirit and with the object of getting a service in return and hope of obtaining a reward is called rajasic. A gift which is made without good grace and in a disdainful spirit out of time and place and to undeserving person is called tamasic. Om, Tat and Sat. This has been declared as the triple appellations of Brahma, who is truth, consciousness, and bliss. By that were the Brahmanas and the Vedas as well as sacrifices created at the cosmic dawn. Therefore, act of sacrifices, charity, and austerity as enjoined by sacred precepts and are always commenced by noble person used to be recitations of the Vedic chant with the invocations of the divine name Om, with the idea that all this belongs to God and who is denoted by the appellations Tat, act of sacrifice and austerity as well as act of charity of various kinds are performed by the seeker of liberation expecting no return for them. A name of God Sat is used in the sense of reality and goodness, and the word Sat is also used in the sense of praiseworthy or specious action, Arjun, and steadfastness in sacrifice, austerity, and charity is likewise spoken of as sat, and action of the action for the sake of God is verily termed as sat. An oblation which is offered, a gift given, an austerity practice, and whatever good deed is performed, if it is without faith, it is termed as not, that is asat. Therefore, it is of no will here or hereafter. Thus, in Upanishad, sung by the Lord and the Brahma of science of Brahma, the scripture of yoga, the dialogue between Sri Krishna and Arjun in the 17th chapter entitled The Yoga of the Divisions of the Threefold Faith. Okay, so today it was 17th chapter, tomorrow it will be 18th chapter, and that is the last chapter of this book. And after that, I think we have a little bit of conclusion. What's in the entire book. So tomorrow we will complete this book, but not really. Uh, I will need 2 more days to complete it, or maybe 3. Depends. So thank you for listening. This was the book I was reading, the Bhagwat or the Song Divine. I'll read tomorrow. I only read 1 chapter a day. And thank you, everyone. Bye bye. Have a nice day, or evening, or afternoon.